Guys, what's going on? It's been a bit. It's been a bit. You know what? Let's start off right away. What that's about, why it's taken so long. I found something out about myself. Anytime I read a comic now, I immediately want to give it everything. I want to read that comic and then immediately do a video and set everything up and all that kind of stuff. And so it means that anytime I sit down to read, especially like an independent comic, I'm like, this is an hour of my life. Like, I'm literally dedicating an hour of my life because I'm about to read the comic, really like invest myself in it, and then I'm immediately going to set up, do a video, chat about it, and then get it out on the internet and show it off and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a good hour at least, maybe more. So now whenever I see a comic and I'm like, I should read a book, I immediately am hit with, yeah, but it's going to be a lot of work. So it's difficult, but I'm trying to do it more and more. I think we all need to read as much as possible, at least like once a week or so. If I can do a show, I can do this, right? So this week, very happy to show off, by the time I get to Dallas, and the Trinity Project by my dude, Colin Devonshire, Pitdoc Press. Yes. Now, first off, there's something I love very much about this. It's not just that I'm in the back as one of the Kickstarter people. I think I'm like number 2. Yeah, love that. No, it's this on the back. This is meta. We're seeing a quote from Chuck's Raw Reviews on Chuck's Raw Reviews. I fucking love that. Colin, points. Whatever score I give you, consider it 2 higher. If I give you a 10, you're a 12, motherfucker. So let's read what I had to say about the last one. On the last video, I said, the art's just freaking gorgeous. Motherfucking check. Intelligently written. Fucking check. A lot of fun. Yes. You're going to see me talking more about the series. Well, looky here, bitches. I'm talking more about this series. Dude, so it's really interesting. You have to read these together. Like, in my mind, to get everything. You don't have to, but you really should, and you're missing out if you don't. And so here's the thing. By the time I get to Dallas, is all about essentially what we believe to be a virus, but we're not 100% sure, that infects like 90% of the population. And suddenly they have it in their brains. They're almost like zombies. They're not, like eating people and all that, but they are all marching straight. They stop everything they do, and they basically, the limited amount of brain power they have is saying, I have to go to Dallas. And so we follow our main character. I can't remember his name. Rudy. We follow Rudy, and it's kind of him, sort of. His girlfriend had went off with the travelers, as they call them. He's not sure if she's infected or not. And he almost became a doctor, but he's not. So he's got, like, he's a smart dude. And but he's also, I find him to be very selfish. And I find that he's very kind of one-dimensional, kind of, and I don't mean that in a bad sense. I just mean like the actual character is that way, not as in like he's written poorly, because that's not how I feel at all. I feel like this is a well-written character, but he's someone who's very much selfish, and he tends to kind of keep his mind on one thing. Like, really, he's just about trying to get to his girlfriend, find what's going on with her, and the rest of his life is kind of directionless, really. And, he's just in this shitty point in his life where he just doesn't know what he wants to do. And, of course, all this craziness happens. I like this. It's enjoyable. I'm actually finding I'm not enjoying it as much as I am the Trinity Project, which is really funny. And I'm gonna explain why that's kind of neat. Is that, so if this is the story of Rudy, the Trinity Project, is the story of kind of like the science behind this virus and everything that's happening. And so in the Trinity Project, you're actually following a Dr. Gabby, I believe is her name. And she is actually supposed to be digging up a property for, she's an archaeologist, and she's a part of a dig in this property in Plano, Texas, in order to find out, or in order to build this huge oil complex. And they find a metric fuck ton of bodies. I think possibly 1 million bodies from like 30,000 BC, all crowded in this one spot. And so they're trying to find out what's going on. You're sort of learning the science behind the fact that this migration has happened before. I know I'm kind of giving stuff away, but I'm really enjoying this a lot. I'll stop from there on out. But the science of it really excites me. And what's cool is, because I get to enjoy the science of it, the stuff that I learned from here only adds to it. And of course, this only adds to that. So together, these guys make like a super book. And I'm just really enjoying having the two of these together. It makes Rudy's journey matter more. It means that the things that are around him more, that I might kind of take for granted, they mean more, and they're given a context that probably otherwise would not be put would not be given as well, or as interestingly as it is, because you have the Trinity Project. So I would say that what is really cool about this is, by itself, by the time I get to Dallas, is a good book. By itself, the Trinity Project is a good book. But together, these are a really fucking great book. And I think that's what makes this so interesting and so fun, is that they are definitely greater than the sum of their parts. And that's a trick. Like, that's a really neat trick that Colin is pulling on us. And I really like that. Whether you're doing it on purpose, buddy, or not, I don't know. But I'm really liking it, dude. I'm digging what you're doing, and I'm excited to see where it goes. To me, this is like a mini Lost. This is something that's probably been going on for a long period of time, and it's the same spot. What does that mean? So very excited by that. Very interested to see what that means, and I'm going to be there all the way through. So yeah, the team as a whole, the art on this, by the time you get to Dallas, absolutely gorgeous. Love the art in here too. One of the special things is that my boy Greg Warrenjack, who works on both Welcome to the Void and Belial, worked on Trinity Project, which probably helped to make it one of my favorite. But anyways, dude, really good. So hyped to see where this is going. You got me till the end there, bud. Just keep making them. Love what you're doing. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you guys showing up. I'm going to keep trying to read comics, and I'm going to keep trying to talk about them and talk about these amazing projects that are coming out, because they're just, I feel like we're in a mini renaissance of just amazing properties, and I'm so glad to be able to read them and be a part of them in some fashion. So guys, fucking keep it up. Also, like, subscribe, and check out my show, my weekly live show, entitled Chuck's Shop Talk, and where I interview someone and we try to discuss their processes and how they become better as creatives. Thank you so much, guys. Much love. Peace, love, and comics. And as always, my name is Chuck, and I give a fuck. Take care, guys.